Okay, so we have Candace in the chair, and this is a healed implant way up there. Lift up for us, Candace. Let's look right down the center. And the head of the implant is at the very bottom of that little well there. This is called a transfer impression abutment. There's a hex here. Look down the center. And if you look down the center, it's a hard shot to get. There's a little screw in the center. Okay. And it comes at the end here. And there it is right there. See? So there's a hex in the bottom here. And this is the hex tool. And what I need to do is push through all to the base of the implant. But what I just want to discuss a very important issue here is implant aesthetics in terms of the crown that we put on the implant. So we can see after the healing, right, we can see that the implant head is about here. Right around here. But we have all this tall gum in the way. This is just the way the gum tissue healed up. So if I do the impression right now, and I make the tooth for her, the base of the top of the crown is going to start here. See that? Because that's all we'll be able to see. So even if I made the crown the same color as this one, it's going to be hidden by the gum tissue. So I'm going to show you the gum tissue here. It's pretty taut, actually, which is a good sign because it's healthy. So what I'm going to do is, I know that the head of the implant is right around here, actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fillet the gum tissue here. I'm going to take it out. So I'm going to scoop it out, starting here, and I'm going to go all the way around. And in here, I'm going to go all the way around, and I'm going to open up this tissue. So when I make my crown, it's going to come off nicer off the base of the implant. So all this tissue here is bad boy tissue. I don't like it. And I want to take it out so I can make the base of the crown nicer coming off the implant. If not, it's going to have to start at the top, and it's going to be a shorter looking tooth also. So meaning when we look at it from the inside, instead of the tooth starting, if I did the surgery, which I'm going to, if I didn't do the surgery, the tooth base would start here, not here. And it will be better healing, and then she'll have less food impaction in the area there too. So it's actually a good idea. And it actually, from a prosthetic powerful point of view, it makes the crown actually thicker. Actually, zirconia oxide thicker, which is incredible anyways, which is incredibly strong in itself. Remember, the zirconia oxide is 96% as strong as a block of metal. It's unbelievable, but the German technology have to figure it out. So if it's a block of metal, if it's thicker, it's going to be stronger, and that's what we want too. So do the surgery, cut out the tissue here, do a transfer level impression. So we're going to take the impression material here, the impression that's the transfer impression abutment. We're going to catch it. Okay. So if you look at it from the front, that's exactly the direction of the implant in her jaw. I remember when I did the surgery, I said I was really pleased with it, and I'm still really pleased with it. So it's almost directly down the centers of the teeth. I would have liked it a little bit more on the lingual side, but that's okay. I'll take that anytime. So we're going to do the surgery now. The only thing is that, believe it or not, the hydro for the building, something happened. There's a boo-boo in the electrical system. I don't have suction. So I guess we're going to just do the surgery, right? Where's the number 15? I've got a 2x2 for me. Just turn this way, Pam. Thanks. So I don't want to be too much here. So my initial cut, see here, I don't want to be too low, Deepak, right? Because I don't want to expose the head of the implant, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so see what I'm doing here? So opening it up around the implant head there. See that? Mm-hmm. Okay. This is a safer area on the proximal here to go deep. So I'm right at the crestal tissue here, right into the base of the bone there. Okay. Everybody, this is without suction, which is actually a pleasure because the suction really doesn't come out so well on the video, usually. Oops, sorry. Okay, now look everybody, wowee, isn't that amazing? Look what we get now. More exposure of the base of the implant transfer abutment. That's really better for the impression too. See there? Wow, that was exciting to see. Let's go to this side now. I have another. Oops. Now, see my position on the floor here? This is really kind of cool. If I'm sitting on on the other side, I can't get this position really. But here I can go right down parallel to the wall of the tooth and the wall of the inside tissue, and I can make a really nice accurate cut. Remember, she's a young lady. I don't want to make any mistakes with the cut of the tissue. Right? I want it to look nice. But then again, I got to do the surgery too. So it's a balance. Are we meeting that balance right now? Yeah. As a matter of fact, it's a little hard for me not with suction. But it seems to be coming out okay. All right. Not too much bleeding actually. Interesting. Isn't that interesting? You're doing horizontals, right, Deepak? Mm-hmm. Some more tissue coming out. Quite a bit, right? See? See all the amounts there? Okay, let's stop.